enter a lease agreement or amend a lease agreement with a non-profit building corporation, the school corporation must conduct a hearing regarding the execution of the proposed lease agreement and amendment to lease, and whether the rental to be paid to the leaseor building corporation under the proposed amendment to lease is a fair and reasonable rental for the proposed improvements. Similarly, before a school corporation can appropriate any dollars it directly receives as bond proceeds, it must conduct a hearing on those proceeds for the additional appropriation of those funds.
Very eloquent. Thank you.
Thank you.
So essentially what we're doing is we have a project that we are seeking revenue from bonds. And so when we make our yearly budget, we don't have this money in the budget. And so part of that is seeking an additional appropriation, because when we did the budget, these funds were not included in that. So that's part of that today. So bond proceeds, please.
Yeah, so these proceeds are going to go towards some very much needed building improvements, as well as a construction project, the transportation center, place to house our buses, do some light maintenance on them, be able to get our bus drivers together for training, a landing zone for them. So that's our main project. Other projects are office air conditioning replacement at the elementary school. We've got boilers to replace at the middle school. The middle school gym roof to be replaced, and then a few smaller projects.
Okay. We will now open the public hearing. Remember, if you would like to speak, please sign in on the sheet which is located at the table. As I mentioned earlier, we ask that you state your name and address, limit your comments to the proposed rent to be paid under the amendment to lease and appropriation of bond proceeds. Keep any comments to established board standards and avoid being repetitive if possible. May I have the sign-in sheet now, and I will begin calling the names of those who are interested in speaking. I believe we have none. And we have no real.
Unless you guys, if you guys have any questions.
You guys have any questions?
Specific things, questions about the projects, happy to answer those. But just similar to last time, these are just kind of the next steps in the process, and then the next step will be to have the building corp actually get together, and that's kind of when official things start officially moving. So we're not approving any bonds or anything like that today. They are actually the group that will.
Because we don't have any dollar amounts yet, because these haven't went out to bid yet, right, Tony?
Correct.
Okay. And you said in October,
Yes.
if everything stays on track, and
Yes.
it'll go out for bid.
October 8th is our target date to go out to bid on the construction project. The smaller projects, I'm obtaining quotes right now and getting information for those. Most of those will need to go out to bid as well, and I'm getting preliminary budget pricing.
So we'll have pricing like the end of October then, or first of
Yes.
November, real pricing.
By mid-October,
Okay.
we should have real pricing. We should have bids in that we can award.
So the November board meeting then?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay. Thank you to all who participated in the hearing. We will now close the hearing and reopen the regular meeting.
Thank you, Phil.
Turn the business portion over to you.
So business, so this is, I mentioned previously, we have these resolutions here, which would be the next step, and I will kind of try to explain these a little bit prior to us going through them. So the first one is the resolution authorizing executive amendment to lease and sale of real estate, consideration of board-related resolutions. So basically, after a lease hearing, the school board must approve the amendment to the lease and authorize the school board officers to execute the amendment to the lease. The amendment to lease is the agreement whereby the school corporation will levy the required property tax to pay the lease payments through the life of the bond issue. The lease payments will be paid to the building corporation and used to pay the bondholders to repay the proposed bonds. And so I would recommend approval of the resolution authorizing execution of the amendment to lease and sale of real estate.
Okay, you have heard the recommendation for the resolution authorizing execution of amendment to lease and sale of real estate. Do we have a motion?
I think you need to repeat that.
I was able to barely get through it the first time.
I need the motion.
Christopher moves. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Carl seconds. Is there any discussion? If not, Justin, how do you vote?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Christopher?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the additional appropriations resolution that basically outlines the appropriation of funds received for the sale of certain school facilities to the building corporation, where the portions of the proposed projects will be constructed. The resolution also specifies that any such funds will be placed in a school corporation construction account separate from other corporation funds and spent only on the project, since the appropriation will be from bond proceeds. So this is the additional funds that we obviously hadn't budgeted, and now as we get these funds coming into our accounts, we have to do an additional appropriation. So I would recommend adoption of the additional appropriation resolution.
You have heard the recommendation for the additional appropriations resolution. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Christopher moves. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Cameron seconds. Is there any discussion? Carl, how do you vote?
Yes.
Justin?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
Christopher?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. Next up, we have the resolution reapproving the building corporation. So this resolution reapproves the formation of the building corporation for federal tax purposes. And I would ask for approval to adopt the resolution reapproving the building corporation.
You've heard the resolution for the building corporation reapproval. Do we have a motion?
I'll motion.
Cameron moves.
I'll second.
Carl seconds. Is there any discussion? Christopher, how do you vote?
Yes.
Justin?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Okay. Who was who made the motion? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Are you with us?
I'm still up here on this.
I did.
Oh, Cameron did.
Appreciate it. Okay, all right. Next up is the resolution assigning construction bids and contracts once received. So this is at the bond closing, the building corporation will own facilities where some of the renovation work will be completed. They will also be the issuer of the bonds. So certain contracts may need to be with the building corporation because they will hold the money to pay the contractors. The building corporation receives the bids and or contracts and awards the bids and contracts under state law. So they then retain the right to assign those bids and contracts to the building corp for payment at the discretion of the school board. I ask that you approve the adoption of the resolution of assigning bids and contracts.
The only thing, I think you stumbled, the school corporation receives the bid.
Oh, the school,
Building
I'm sorry, the school corporation receives the bids, yes. I'm sorry.
But correct.
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
Is there a motion to,
I make a motion to approve.
thank you. Christopher moves. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Carl seconds. Is there any discussion? Justin?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. Okay, final one is the resolution authorizing the third supplement to master continuing disclosure undertaking and issuance of bonds. So, let's see, this is a requirement that school corporations enter a continuing disclosure undertaking agreement if it issues bonds to public investors. This agreement requires that the school corporation agree to timely provide certain financial information and provide notice of certain material events if and when they occur. I recommend adoption of the resolution authorizing the third supplement to master continuing disclosure undertaking and issuance of bonds.
Okay, you've heard that recommendation. Do we have a motion on that?
I'll motion.
Cameron moves. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Cameron and Christopher.
Got it.
Is there any discussion?
I just wanted to repeat what we were voting.
Jake did a very fine job. Carl, how do you vote?
Yes.
Justin?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
Christopher?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. Okay, financial documents to review, and Amanda is here if you have any questions. No action, just informational investment report there. And you have our you can see education fund, the three major funds there. And the financial snapshot. And if there's does anyone have any questions on any of those right now? Good to see money coming in, some of those with some tax collections. If not, I will move on to 26, 27 meal prices. So we did approve these, but we found out we had some updated child nutrition requirements, which are resulting in us increasing our adult breakfast prices. So you can see everything else is the same that we approved, except the adult price we had to increase from $2.50 to $2.90, and that's in order to meet the minimum requirements. So just with that slight update, we're asking that you go ahead and approve those again as presented.
You've heard the recommendation for the meal prices. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Christopher moves.
I'll second.
Carl seconds. Is there any discussion?
Okay, on this form, there's a couple other prices that have moved, like the middle school and the elementary lunch.
Well,
Prices, so if
they changed from last year, but I think on this particular one,
This one wasn't approved earlier.
from the one that we approved last month, the only thing that changed was the adult price. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Is there any other questions? Justin, how do you vote?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Christopher?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. Okay, a few other requests. We've got a few requests here. First up, as we heard earlier, we're excited to announce the donation from the Keystone Cooperative and Land O'Lakes. That is in the amount of $7,500 to help reducing outstanding debt. Very appreciative of that. And then in addition, we received a $500 check from an anonymous local donor. Excuse me. So we do have a significant amount of lunch debt. Man, did you happen to have a general idea?
We're over 40,000 right
Yeah. So this is definitely helpful, and we greatly appreciate that. And so I would first like to publicly state that thanks again to Keystone, Land O'Lakes, and the anonymous donor. And I would ask that you approve this request for these donations.
You've heard the request for the donation approval. Do we have a motion?
I'll motion.
Carl moves.
I'll second.
Cameron seconds. Is there any discussion? Christopher, how do you vote?
Yes.
Justin?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. Okay, in your board packet are a list of students that are transferring to SSC. So this would bring our total numbers to 366. That's 303 returning and 63 new as of today. So we still get a few more in. We're just a little shy of where we were last year, so hopefully we'll get a few more in. But that's great news, and so certainly would ask that you approve those requests.
You've heard the request for the transfer students. Do we have a motion?
I'll motion.
Carl moves.
Second.
Christopher seconds. Is there any discussion? Justin, how do you vote?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
Christopher?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. We've got 2 out-of-state field trips. Coach Widener trip for his senior players to go to Kings Island as a reward trip. And then the annual 8th grade trip to DC in May. Both of those would be out of state. And so I'd ask for board approval for those 2 trips. It's the National Weather Service radio. Weather radio.
You have heard the out-of-state field trip request. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Christopher moves.
Second.
Cameron seconds. Any discussion? Carl, how do you vote?
Yes.
Justin?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
Christopher?
Yeah.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. All right, personnel. There you can see our personnel report. As we've done in the past few years, we are trying to get as many of our coaches and sponsors at once. This really helps throughout the year in terms of we have to do background checks, lots of tax information, all those types of things. So we're trying to approve as many as we can at the beginning of the year so that everything's ready to go. And so those are included in this list. And so I would ask for your approval as presented.
You've heard the personnel report recommendation. Do we have a motion?
I'll motion.
Cameron moves.
I'll second.
Christopher seconds. Is there any discussion? Carl, how do you vote?
Yes.
Justin?
Yes.
Cameron?
Yes.
Christopher?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
It's not like you've been reading anything.
Yeah, trust me, I'm already spoken out.
All right, so next we have our policies. This is the second and final reading. And again, as we discussed last time, this is really a result mostly of legislative updates and different changes. And so we have these are looked at and then given to us to update pretty much each year. The big one on here that you're probably aware of is the responsible use of technology. Like this new cell phone law. So obviously as the law has changed, we've had to update our policy. So that's kind of a big one. And the rest are pretty much just general updates that we kind of see each year. So we want to obviously stay up on those. And so I would ask your approval, and upon approval, we will get these changed, updated, and in our policy handbook, which is on the website.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation on the policies. Do we have a motion? The motion approved. Christopher moves.
Second.
Carl seconds. Any discussion?
Just curious how the cell phone.
It's gone really well. I think I saw, maybe we've had, Chandler, did you see that? Was there one or two
One.
kids?
Yeah, one.
Okay.
One high school has had their phone confiscated, that's it so far.
There might have been two. I think I saw an email that there was another one. But yeah, so pretty well. I mean, our kids are
That's pretty good.
doing a good job.
Any other questions? Justin? How do you vote?
Yeah.
Cameron?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Christopher?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. Claims?
I make a motion that we pay our bills.
It's a good one.
Justin seconds. Is there any discussion?
Oh, oh, you made the motion. I got you.
Carl, how would you vote on that?
This is my
Oh,
duty as
he's-
secretary. Yeah.
Yes.
I want to go to replay.
Cameron?
Yes.
Christopher?
Yes.
Justin?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Got a few documents for you to sign, if you could be so kind. I would appreciate that. Again, it is that time of year with fall sports. You got girls golf, boys tennis, football, volleyball, and cross country. I believe all starting games and competitions this week, as well as the cheerleaders. So hopefully we'll see you guys out at some of those, and it's going to be hot.
If there's nothing else to come before the board, we are adjourned.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Jake, this was your motion.
I just, it's not my element.
I need some rest.
Yeah.